This video explains how we can identify the nature of roots of a polynomial equation by Descartes' rule of signs and explains the method of finding the roots of a cubic polynomial equation by Cardano's method. René Descartes was a French mathematician who have characterized the nature of roots of a polynomial equation with real coefficients in single variable. If the equation is written as f of x equals 0 in descending variable exponent, then the Descartes rule of signs states that this equation cannot have more positive real roots than the number of sign changes between consecutive non-zero coefficients in f of x and cannot have more negative real roots than the number of sign changes between consecutive non-zero coefficients in f of minus x. Consequently, if a polynomial equation of nth degree has at most p positive roots and at most q negative roots, then the equation 1 has at least n minus p minus q complex roots with non-zero imaginary parts. In particular, if the number of sign changes between consecutive non-zero coefficients in f of x is 0 or 1, then the number of positive real roots of equation 1 equals the number of sign changes. Now let us apply the Descartes rule of signs to some examples. Consider a 7th degree polynomial equation 2x power 7 minus x power 5 plus 4x cube minus 5 equals 0. This equation has 3 sign changes between consecutive non-zero coefficients. Hence, by Descartes rule of signs, equation 2 has at the most 3 positive real roots. Changing x to minus x in equation 2, it gives minus 2x power 7 plus x power 5 minus 4x cube minus 5 equals 0. This has 2 sign changes between consecutive non-zero coefficients. Hence, equation 2 has at the most 2 negative real roots. Therefore, equation 2 has at least 2 complex roots with non-zero imaginary parts. Consider a biquadratic polynomial equation x power 4 minus 2x cube plus 4x square plus 6x minus 21 equals 0, which has 3 sign changes between consecutive non-zero coefficients. Hence, by Descartes rule of signs, equation 3 has at the most 3 positive real roots. Changing x to minus x in equation 3, it reduces to x power 4 plus 2x cube plus 4x square minus 6x minus 21 equals 0, which has only one sign change between consecutive non-zero coefficients. Therefore, by Descartes rule of signs, equation 3 has at the most one negative real root. Therefore, the number of complex roots with non-zero imaginary parts of equation 3 is greater or equals 0. Now, consider a cubic polynomial equation x cubed plus x square minus x minus 1 equals 0, which has only one sign change between consecutive non-zero coefficients. Therefore, by Descartes rule of signs, equation 4 has exactly one positive real root. Changing x to minus x in equation 4, it reduces to minus x cubed plus x square plus x minus 1 equals 0, which has 2 sign changes between consecutive non-zero coefficients. Therefore, by Descartes rule of signs, equation 4 has at the most 2 negative real roots. Hence, the number of complex roots of equation 4 with non-zero imaginary parts is greater or equals 0. Now, we will see Cardano's method of finding the solution to cubic polynomial equations. This method was named after Italian mathematician Cardano. Consider a cubic polynomial equation with real coefficients in single variable in general form ax cubed plus bx square plus cx plus d equals 0, where a is a non-zero real number. Dividing equation 5 by a, we get an equation of the form x cubed plus lx square plus mx plus n equals 0. To eliminate the x squared term from this equation, let us use the transformation x is equals to y minus L by 3 so that the resulting equation becomes y cube plus py plus q equals 0. To solve equation 6, let us take y is equals to u plus v so that y cube minus 3uvy minus u cube plus v cube equals 0. Now compare equation 6 with equation 7. We obtain uv is equals to minus p by 3 and u cube plus v cube equals minus q. That is u cube v cube equals minus p cube by 27 and u cube plus v cube equals minus q. Hence, u cube and v cube are the roots of a quadratic equation. T square plus qt minus p cube by 27 equals 0 and are given by u cube is equals to 1 by 2 times minus q plus square root q square plus 4p cube by 27. Let us say this is equals lambda cube, and v cube is equals to 1 by 2 times minus q minus square root q square plus 4p cube by 27. Therefore, the three values of u are given by lambda, lambda omega and lambda omega square, where omega being one of the imaginary cube roots of unity. Since from uv is equals to minus p by 3, we have v is equals to minus p by 3u. Hence, when u is equals to lambda, lambda omega and lambda omega square, we will get v is equals to minus p by 3 lambda, minus p omega square by 3 lambda and minus p omega by 3 lambda respectively. Hence, the three roots of equation 6 are lambda minus p by 3 lambda, lambda omega minus p omega square by 3 lambda and lambda omega square minus p omega by 3 lambda. Having known values of y, the corresponding values of x can be obtained from the relation x is equals to y minus L by 3. Now, let us see some examples of cubic polynomial equations for which we apply Cardano's method to find the roots. X cube minus 3x square plus 12x plus 16 equals 0. To remove x squared term in this equation, we will use the transformation x is equals to y plus 1, so that equation 8 takes the form y plus 1 whole cube minus 3 times y plus 1 whole square plus 12 times y plus 1 plus 16 equals 0, which upon simplification we will get y cube plus 9y plus 26 equals 0. To solve equation 9, let us take y is equals to u plus v, so that y cube minus 3uvy minus u cube plus v cube equals 0. On comparing equation 9 with equation 10, we obtain uv is equals to minus 3 and u cube plus v cube equals minus 26. Hence, u cube and v cube are the roots of a quadratic equation t square plus 26t minus 27 equals 0 and are given by u cube is equals to minus 27 and v cube is equals to 1, which gives u is equals to minus 3 omega and minus 3 omega square, and so the corresponding values of v are 1, omega square and omega respectively. Therefore, the roots of equation 9 are given by y is equals to minus 2, 1 minus 2i root 3 and 1 plus 2i root 3. Finally, the roots of equation 8 are given by the transformation x is equals to y plus 1, which gives x is equals to minus 1, 2 minus 2i root 3 and 2 plus 2i root 3. Consider a cubic polynomial equation x cube minus 27x plus 54 equals 0. To find the roots of this equation, we use Cardano's method. Since x squared term is already absent in this equation, so to solve equation 11, let us take x is equals to u plus v, so that x cube minus 3uvx minus u cube plus v cube equals 0, which upon comparing with equation 11, we obtain uv is equals to 9 and u cube plus v cube equals minus 54. Hence, u cube and v cube are the roots of the quadratic equation t square plus 54t minus 729 equals 0 and are given by u cube is equals to minus 27 and v cube also equals minus 27, which gives u is equals to minus 3 omega and minus 3 omega squared, and so the corresponding values of v are minus 3 omega squared and minus 3 omega respectively. Therefore, the roots of equation 11 are given by x is equals to minus 6, 3 and 3. Consider another cubic polynomial equation x cube minus 6x squared plus 6x minus 5 equals 0. To find the roots of this equation by Cardano's method, first we have to eliminate x squared term. For this, we use the transformation x is equals to y plus 2, so that equation 13 takes the form y plus 2 power 3 minus 6 times y plus 2 power 2 plus 6 times y plus 2 minus 5 equals 0, which upon simplification we will have y cube minus 6y minus 9 equals 0. To solve equation 14, let us take y is equals to u plus v, so that y cube minus 3uvy minus u cube plus v cube equals 0. On comparing equation 14 with 15, we obtain uv is equals to 2 and u cube plus v cube equals 9. Hence, u cube and v cube are the roots of a quadratic equation t square minus 9t plus 8 equals 0 and are given by u cube is equals to 1 and v cube is equals to 8, which gives u is equals to 1 omega and omega squared. And so the corresponding values of v are 2 omega squared and 2 omega respectively. Therefore, the roots of equation 14 are given by y is equals to 3 minus I root 3 divided by 2 minus 3 plus I root 3 divided by 2. Finally, the roots of equation 13 are given by the transformation x is equals to y plus 2, which gives x is equals to 5, 1 plus I root 3 divided by 2, 1 minus I root 3 divided by 2. Descartes' rule of signs will identify the upper bound of the number of positive real roots, negative real roots, and the lower bound of the number of complex roots with non-zero imaginary parts for the polynomial equations with real coefficients. Cardano's method is used to solve the cubic polynomial equation with real coefficients by eliminating the quadratic term in the equation.